welcome to QuickCuppa, getting started with payroll. This is video 2 of our series, and today we're going to explore STP. Not only are we going to turn it on, we're going to go through the wizard, we're going to map pay categories into the STP fields. We are going to also complete a pay run and lodge it. Now, as you guys know, this is a requirement by the ATO since July 1st, and QuickBooks is completely compliant. Within KeyPay, you have the option to enable this and lodge directly from QuickBooks. So here I have with me Chris Grima, our customer experience lead with QuickBooks and specializing in KeyPay. So he's going to take us through here. So, Chris, how do we set up STP?
Sure. So for this example, I'm going to grab my handy-dandy laptop and take you through a bit of a demo. So first up, you want to click on that Employees tab on the left-hand menu, and you're going to see a button there for Enable Single Touch Payroll. So you want to go ahead and select that. And basically you're now going to go through a bit of what is known as an STP Wizard. We'll provide instructions to that in the comment section down below. But you just go through a bit of a wizard. So sort of saying, hey, make sure you read the terms and conditions, click on proceed. You then want to enter details about your business, such as your company name, your ABN, your address, etc. And then you have to select the details of who will be lodging the events. So there's 3 types of people that can lodge events. The employer themselves, a registered agent, so that is a tax agent or a BAS agent, or that is a intermediary on behalf of multiple employing entities. So that's where you are an employer with multiple businesses under you. So basically you nominate that, then you proceed to next. Then finally you need to actually inform the ATO on basically that this software will be your STP compliant solution. So there's 2 ways you can do that. You can give them a call, or you can go into an online portal such as Access Manager, and then you need to provide them with your the software ID as well as provider, which is KeyPay, and they may ask you for the ABN. Now all those details will be displayed on the screen. Again, we will provide additional instructions on this process down below if you have any further questions. But once you're ready, you simply just tick the acknowledgement button and then select complete, and you're done.
Easy. So with the introduction of STP, there are specific types of allowances that need to be separately itemized on our income statements, and they need to be grouped and reported by categories. So how can we do this and configure these allowance settings, for STP?
Yeah, so the good news is the ATO has actually provided some really good guidance on this. And we've actually provided an article, which again, we'll leave a link to down below, that helps you understand where to categorize these in what particular categories. So first up, what is it that you need to do is you got to be on that employee's card, and then you want to click on that payroll settings tab and select pay categories, and you'll find that under the pay run settings column. From there, you're going to see all your pay categories listed. You simply need to select the one that you need to update, and then you'll see that there's an option for payment summary classification, and you need to select the appropriate category. Again, there is a link down below that will sort of help you know which category to nominate. The ATO does provide some guidance as well. If you have any further questions, we do recommend that you either reach out to the ATO or to your accountant or bookkeeper.
So now that we have our payroll set up, let's actually go through the act of completing a pay run.
So first things first, you're going to be on that employee screen, and then you want to select the button that says New Pay Run. So we're going to go ahead and select that. So now you need to select your pay schedule that you've set up, as well as your pay period. Now we're going to obviously pre-populate the information for you. If you need to do a back pay or a future pay, naturally you can edit those dates at your leisure. From there, you have the ability to be able to import timesheets if you're using timesheets, as well as sort of saying, hey, taking back timesheets from previous pays that weren't accounted for. And when you're ready, simply select create, and it's going to set up the screen. So from here, it's basically going to show you all the information that's already pre-populated. So if you've set up like a pay schedule to say, hey, pay my employee a weekly salary of X amount, or you've imported timesheets and it says, hey, these are the 35 hours that they worked, that's all going to pre-populate in. Here you can make any adjustments. So let's just say, hey, you had an employee who had some sick leave, but it wasn't accounted for during the timesheets process, you can go in there and edit the record by selecting the particular employee, and then you sort of scroll down and you would select actions, and then you'd select something like leave adjustment. Equally, if you wanted to pay them a bonus, you could nominate something like add earnings. There are multiple different scenarios where you may want to adjust someone's pay, but most of those options can be found from within the actions button, so take a look there. When you're ready, basically all you need to do is select finalize pay run right at the top, and you're actually going to come to a pop-up screen. Now, we just spoke about setting up STP, so if you've sort of used pay run in the past, you'll see there's actually a new option there called lodge pay run with the ATO. So this is what they say is an STP event. Like we call it a pay event, but this is really what STP is. It's lodging the sort of the year-to-date totals of what you've paid your employees from within a pay run. So you can either choose to lodge it manually at a later date or lodge it now. The only scenarios where you may want to manually do it later is, say, you're not quite confident that the pay is right and you may want to actually do some adjustments before you actually pay your employees from your bank account. But other than that, you select your lodgement settings, and I'm going to say lodge pay run now, and select finalize, and that's actually going to take me to the pay event screen. And then from there, I simply need to select the button lodge with ATO.
Perfect, so that's it. We've set up STP, we've mapped our categories, and we've also lodged a pay run with the ATO. Thanks for watching QuickCuppa, getting started with payroll. There'll be links down below with all of your questions. You can also check out the community page if you have more questions, or give us a ring. But thanks for watching, we really appreciate your time, and have a good one.
Bye.